Good morning. We are going to start our practice in child's pose today. So come down to your mats whenever you're ready. Bring your feet together, send your knees wide, and walk your arms out long in front of you. Rest your forehead on your mat. Take a deep breath in. Let it go. Stay here for a few more breaths as you settle in. Give your forehead a little roll side to side on your mat. Reach your hands a little further up your mat to find length through your arms and across your chest. Lift your fingers off of your mat, press down through the palms of your hands. And then place your fingers on your mat and lift the palms of your hands. So tent your fingers. And then relax your hands down. Walk them over to the right side of your mat. Stack your left hand on top of your right. Find length here through the left side of your body. And begin to walk your hands over to the left side of your mat. Stack your right hand on top of your left and open up through your right side body. Come back through center, reach really long one more time. And then press yourself up into tabletop. Tabletop. Inhale, drop your belly down toward the earth. Lift your heart and lift your tailbone. On your breath out, round your spine, tuck your chin, tuck your tailbone. Inhale for cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale for cow. Exhale, cat. One more breath in, drop your belly, lift through your tailbone. And then exhale, come to a neutral spine. Shake it out. Find some twists. And then walk your arms out, up your mat. Send your hips high for puppy. Shift all the way forward, come down to your forearms, drop your belly, Sphinx pose. Send your legs long behind you. Lift your heart. Breathe. Lower your arms down long in front of you. So come down all the way, rest your forehead on your mat. Reach really long from your fingers to your toes. And then lift up for locust. So this is a modified locust. Our arms are long. Lift your arms, lift your legs. And then lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, lower all the way down to your mat. You can take your arms up underneath your shoulders, windshield wiper your legs. Release your legs back down your mat. Press yourself up to tabletop. Tabletop. Extend your right leg long behind you. Engage your core. Breathe. Flex your foot. Point. Flex. Point. Do this a couple more times. Now bring your right knee to your right elbow. Tap and send it back. Alternative ankle. Inhale, extend. Exhale, tap knee to elbow, or at least you're going in that direction. If your knee doesn't touch your elbow, that's perfect. Couple more times, knee to elbow. Send it back. One more. Send it back. This time, step it through your hands, come into low lunge. Low lunge. Inhale, bring your arms overhead. Draw your core in. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. One more. Inhale, lift. This time, take your arms behind you. Clasp your hands. Inhale, open across your chest. Breathe. Hinge forward, lift your arms, so your hands are still bound. And then release your left hand to your mat. Send your right arm to the sky for a twist. Take both of your hands down, shift back, half split. Point and flex your foot a couple of times here. Shift forward for proposal pose, so send your hips to the front of the room. And then shift back for half split. We'll make this dynamic. So half split, and then shift forward, proposal pose. Shift back for half split. Proposal pose. Half split. Last time, shift forward, plant your hands, curl your back toes under, step to the top of your mat. Hang here in ragdoll, hands to opposite elbows. Release your hands down to your mat, pedal out your heels. Inhale to a halfway lift, flat spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up your mountain, reach tall. Take a hold of your left wrist, lean over to the right. Come back through center. Take a hold of your right wrist, lean over to the left. Come back through center. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise for mountain, reach tall. Take your wrist, lean over to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale, lean to the left. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Rise, mountain, one more time. Lean to your right. Inhale through center. Exhale, lean left. Inhale through center. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Plant your hands, step back into high plank. High plank, our first plank of our practice. Draw your belly button up toward your spine. Breathe. Keep breathing. Drop down to your knees, tabletop. Tabletop. Extend your left leg long behind you. Engage your core. Breathe in. On your exhale, tap your knee to your elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to elbow. Extend. Knee to elbow. Extend. This time, step your foot all the way through for low lunge. Core still engaged. Inhale, bring your arms up to the sky. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Last time, lift. Exhale, take your arms behind you, clasp the opposite thumb on top. This is probably one that doesn't feel very natural. Straighten your arms, broaden across your chest. Breathe. Hinge forward, arms go high. Release your right hand, send your left arm to the sky for a twist. Take your left hand down to your mat, shift back, half split. We'll breathe into it for a few breaths. Flex and point your foot here. Shift forward for proposal pose. Send your hips to the front of the room. We'll hold this for a couple of breaths. And then shift back for half split. Shift forward. Inhale back. Exhale forward. Couple more, just like this. Move with your own breath. And then when you come forward, plant your hands, curl your back toes under, step to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Rise for mountain, reach tall. Exhale, lean over to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale to the left. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Rise, mountain pose. Exhale, lean to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Fold. One more, rise up, use your core. Exhale, take your lean. Inhale through center. Exhale, left. Mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Plant your hands, step back, high plank. High plank. Breathe. From plank, take your right knee to your right elbow. Step it back. Left knee to left elbow. Step it back. Drop down to your knees, find a child's pose. Reach your arms long in front of you. Press yourself back into tabletop. Tabletop, and then come to stand on your knees. Stand on your knees. Your feet can be flat or your toes can be curled. It's up to you. Inhale, bring your arms overhead. Exhale, take your arms behind you, clasp your hands. Inhale, lift your heart. Breathe. Release your hands, drop down to tabletop. Send your hips high, downward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Pedal out your heels. If that serves you, it's just an option. Inhale, rise to your toes. Exhale, drop your heels to the right corner of your mat. Come back to center, rise up to your toes. Drop your heels over to the left corner of your mat. Come back through center. Inhale, rise to your toes. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward. Find the top of your mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Rise for mountain, reach top. Exhale, take your lean to your right. Inhale through center. Exhale to the left. Mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Plant your hands. Step back, high plank. Drop down to your knees. Lower all the way down. Inhale for locust. Lift everything but your belly. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, lift your right leg. Step it through your hands. Rise up for warrior one. Warrior one. So you have a 90-degree bend in your front knee. Your back foot is rooted down into the earth. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more. On your exhale, take your arms behind you. Clasp your hands. Inhale. Straighten your arms, lift your heart. Exhale, take your right shoulder to your right knee. Humble warrior. Humble warrior. From here, drop your left hand down. Reach your right arm to the sky. You'll pop up on your back toes, dragonfly. And then take your right hand down. Press back into plank. Drop down to your knees. Lower all the way down. Inhale for locust. Exhale, release. Windshield wiper your hips, your legs. Release your legs back down. Press back into downward facing dog. So you can come through tabletop if you want, and then meet in down dog. Take a breath here. Lift your left leg. Step it through your hands. Inhale, rise for warrior one. Warrior one. Breathe. Take your arms behind you. Clasp the opposite thumb on top. Inhale, lift your heart. Breathe. Exhale, hinge forward, humble warrior. Right shoulder, I'm sorry, left shoulder to left knee. Breathe. And then drop your right hand down, send your left arm to the sky for a twist, dragonfly. Take your left hand down, step back, high plank. Lower all the way down to your mat. Inhale, locust. Exhale, lower. Send your feet high, windshield wiper your legs. Lower your legs, press back to downward facing dog. Breathe here. Inhale, rise to your toes. Bend your knees, look forward. Step to the top of your mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Rise for mountain, reach tall. Sit deep chair. Chair pose, send your hips to the back of the room. Your weight is in your heels, not your toes. Breathe. Sit a little deeper. And then forward fold. Halfway lift. Take your hands to your mat. High plank. High plank. Bring your right elbow to your right knee. Send it back. Left elbow to left knee. Send it back. Lower all the way down. Inhale for locust. Exhale, let it go. Windshield wiper your legs. Use your hands to press back into child's pose. Child's pose. Reach your arms long in front of you. Press yourself back to tabletop. Tabletop. Come to stand on your knees. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Exhale, take your arms behind you. Clasp your hands up to your heart, breathe. Release. Lower your hands to your mat. Send your hips high, downward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Lift your right leg. Step it through your hands. Inhale, rise for warrior one. Warrior one. Take your arms behind you. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, humble warrior. Breathe. Drop your left hand down, send your right arm to the sky, dragonfly. Right hand down, right foot back, high plank. Lower all the way down. Inhale for locust. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Breathe. Let it go. Lift your left leg. Step it through your hands. Inhale, rise, warrior one. Take your arms behind you, clasp your hands. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, humble warrior, shoulder to knee. Release your right hand down, lift arm to the sky. Send your left hand down, step back, high plank. Lower all the way down. Inhale, lift for locust. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Breathe. Let it go. Inhale to your toes. Exhale, bend your knees. Top of your mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Rise for mountain, reach really tall. Sit deep chair. Breathe in. Exhale, sit a little lower. Inhale. Exhale, sit lower. One more. Forward fold. Take your hands to your mat and pedal out your heels here. Keep your left hand on your mat, reach your right arm to the sky, twist. And then switch it out, bring your right hand down and your left arm to the sky, twist. Take both hands down, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale for mountain, reach tall. Take a hold of your left wrist, lean over to the right. Come back through center. Take your right wrist, lean over to the left. Inhale through center. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Plant your hands, high plank. Draw your belly button toward your spine. Bring your right knee to your right elbow. Send it back. Left knee to left elbow. Send it back. Lower all the way down. All the way down. Inhale for locust. Exhale, lower. Take your arms wide to a T. Take your left cheek to your mat. Bring your right hand underneath your right shoulder and start to lean over onto your left hip. Take your right foot back behind your left leg as a kickstand. Take some deep breaths here. Gently come back through center. Rest your right cheek on your mat, extend your right arm long. Bring your left hand underneath your left shoulder. Start to lean over onto your right hip. You can use your left foot as a kickstand. We'll pause here for several breaths. Come back through center very slowly. Take your arms long in front of you, rest your forehead on your mat, just like we did at the beginning of our practice, and reach really long from your fingers to your toes. Take your hands underneath your shoulders. Lift your heart for cobra. Cobra pose. Lift your heart. On your exhale, send your hips over your heels for seed. So knees together, hips over your heels, seed pose. And then shift forward into cobra. Press back for seed. Pause here for a couple of breaths. Press yourself up to tabletop. Inhale, drop your belly for cow. Exhale, round your spine for cat. Inhale for cow. Exhale, cat. One more, cow pose. Exhale, cat. Walk your feet through your hands and just sit on your mat. We'll start in Baddha Konasana, so bring the soles of your feet together and your knees wide. Take your hands to your feet and hinge forward. Release your feet, come to sit back up. Extend your legs long in front of you. Inhale, reach your arms overhead. Exhale, hinge forward. Reach for your toes or ankles or shins. Release. Take your right foot to the outside of your left thigh. Take your left hand back behind you. Reach your right arm up and across your knee and twist to your left. Keep your legs as they are. Take your right arm back behind you. Reach your left arm up and across your thigh and twist to your right. Come back to center, extend your right leg, sort of give your legs a little shake or wiggle. And then take your left foot to the outside of your right thigh. And we'll start with a twist to our right this time. So keep your right hand back behind you, reach your left arm up and across, twist to your right. And then keep your legs as they are, take your left hand back behind you, reach your right arm up and across, twist to your left. Come back through center, extend your legs long, sort of shake them out again. And then we will find fire log. Take your left leg on the bottom, parallel to the top of your mat. Take your right leg on top, also parallel to the top of your mat. Knee on top of ankle, ankle on top of knee. If fire log is not your favorite pose and it is not serving you, you could take cow face pose, which is knee on top of knee, or go into half pigeon. So listen to your body, take what you need. I'll cue fire log. And then if it feels right to you, maybe hinge forward to deepen the stretch. Gently sit back up, come out of whatever pose you're in. If you're in half pigeon, switch sides, fire log, switch sides. So we'll take fire log on the left. That means our right leg is on the bottom and our left leg is on top. Keep your feet flexed here. And then option to hinge forward. Release, start to come back up. Extend your legs long in front of you. Flex your feet. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Exhale, hinge forward, reach for your toes, ankles, or shins. One more time. And then release your ankles, reach in front of you, engage your core, and slowly, one vertebrae at a time, use your core, gently lower all the way down to your back. Bring your feet underneath your knees. Relax your arms down by your side. Inhale, lift your hips up to the sky. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift for bridge. Exhale, lower. One more time, bridge pose. This time we'll hold bridge, but keep breathing. And then release your hips down to your mat. Hug your knees into your chest. Rock side to side. Send your feet to the sky for waterfall. Bring your knees back into your chest. Open your arms to a T, drop your knees to the right for a supine twist. Come back through center. And drop your knees over to the left for a supine twist. Come back through center. Take your hands to your knees, rock side to side. And then take your hands to the outside of your feet for happy baby. Pull your knees down toward your armpits, extend your feet toward the sky. Release your feet, hug your knees into your chest one more time, wrap your arms around your shins, crawl up into a little ball. And then when you're ready, release all the way down to your mat for Shavasana. Allow your body to be heavy, to sink down into the earth. Just breathe. Bring some awareness back into your body. Find some small movements. Bring your knees into your chest. Roll over to your side. Press yourself up into a seat. Take your hands together at your heart. Find gratitude. From your heart to your third eye. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining. I will see you soon.